Hello, I'm Rachel Jones and I welcome you to Executive Corner Expert Talks with Kalkine. Today I'm speaking with Riaz Kanani. He is the founder and CEO at Radiate B2B. They help technology, manufacturing and professional services businesses grow by implementing innovative marketing strategies. And here to tell us more is Riaz. Great to chat with you today.
Good to be here, Rachel.
Now, firstly, could you tell us a little bit more about your company and the kind of clients that you have?
Yeah, of course. So we typically work with companies that are selling to enterprise and really helping them figure out really three things. One is, who should they be speaking to? Which of those enterprise companies is actually thinking about using their types of solutions today? What should they be talking to them about? And then how do we make them more aware of you as a business so that when you do talk to them, the conversations are warmer and more likely to lead to a contract?
And you have many years' experience. How have you witnessed business marketing and advertising evolve over the past couple of years?
Yes, it's been astonishingly, I think I stopped counting at 20. It's probably 21 or 22. And you know, if you look back over that period, the internet launched obviously over that time frame, and that first of all changed the way people buy business technology. No longer were they reliant on calling sales teams to get all really their information about a product. Today, well, back then when the internet launched, people started to research more on the internet, and the first sort of marketing automation platforms that came about looked to take advantage of that change in the buyer. You fast forward to today though, and you know, really what we saw was buyers becoming much more digitally savvy, much more aware of the information available on the internet, and now they're much less likely to approach a sales team early in the sales cycle. They're getting their information from elsewhere, and as a result, the type of platforms and the type of information you need as a sales team has changed dramatically.
Now, through your expertise, what do you believe are the most important things to look at while deciphering data, and what are some of the biggest mistakes to avoid?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the big changes, especially in the last 3 or 4 years, is the amount of data that is actually available online. And obviously what we've seen alongside that is privacy legislation that's come alongside it to protect that information and make sure that we're not breaking privacy. But even with that happening, there is data that may not be about an individual, but might be about a company. It might be about how the company is performing or what the company is researching as a whole or doing as a whole, that allows you to infer what is going on. And so really that leads to a couple of big things that you have to always bear in mind when it comes to data. And the first one is something that everybody always forgets, is data is not perfect. It's often created either on the fly by an individual, so it's open to human error, or the context around that data is lost. And so actually cleaning data and making sure you understand how the data was collected, where it came from, is really important. The second thing that you really need to be aware of is actually the specialists in data analysis are often looking at things from a very data-centric viewpoint. But to really get value from data, you need to combine that with business expertise as well. And so you need those two groups of people to come together and work together to create insight that allows you to act on it. And that's partly what we do at Radiate B2B is make sure that the insight we're providing to our clients is really actually suited to the need of our clients, rather than just data for the sake of it.
So yes, on that note, how does Radiate B2B's platform help clients?
So we do three major things really. So first of all, we don't just look at silos of data in private data stores. We're looking across the whole internet, as well as on your own website, to understand company research behavior that allows you to model who should be talk to, who's showing that buyer interest today, that research behavior. We bring in data from partners to then combine with those data sets to further enhance the data. And then we go further and we actually say, well, actually, we can reach those companies across the internet. And when we see the right people from those companies, let's say, reading an article around a particular topic, we're able to place advertising in front of them and give significant brand awareness that allows them to recognize the brand for when conversations do happen further down the line. All of that, so I was going to say, all of that leads to some amazing results, actually. So what I was going to say was that some of our clients have been seeing something like a 2 to 5x increase in average contract values just by making sure that they are using the right data to talk to the right companies at the right time.
Fabulous. And just looking through to this year, what can B2B marketing trends could we expect to see this year?
Yeah, it's the last couple of years have seen really difficult times for sales teams, if you like. It's not just due to COVID, but also due to the changing behaviors of buyers. No longer can you just man the phones and call 100 people a day or send lots and lots of emails blindly. The buyers expect you to understand them when you talk to them, and so they expect that research to happen. And so what we see in 2022 is two things happening. Content remains king. You can't take a leadership position in an industry without content. And so 2022, I think we're going to see content actually take a level up and be more personalized and more relevant to each individual buyer, rather than the more generic content that we often see thrown around the internet and hoping that it sticks to something. And then alongside that, for those sales teams to do better and to be able to use the right content and to be able to succeed, we're seeing marketing and sales work really closely together. No longer is marketing doing something in silo. They'll do campaigns that they'll throw out there and then throw leads across to sales. We're actually seeing the marketing teams work hand in hand with sales development to actually make sure that the content that they're working on, the events that they're creating, is actually leading to more conversations for sales, which further builds stronger relationships that then leads to better buying experiences.
Absolutely. And just finally, Riaz, what do you expect for the future of Radiate B2B?
Well, we're obviously optimistic. I've done several startups over the years, and it was always going to take something, I thought, that was really going to disrupt an industry to make me want to come back and do another one. And that's what we see with B2B marketing, really, is a complete disruption of the way you do B2B sales and marketing today. For us, the Radiate B2B platform is really about building the sort of platform that really helps the sales and marketing teams come together and leverage that data, but without you really having to worry about the technical side, right? So it's geared towards sales and marketing teams. And so we, over 2022, we're about to expand the data sets inside a new platform that some of our clients are testing at the moment. And then we're looking to bring in more channels like LinkedIn, which is incredibly important to sales development today, to further support those sales teams and build those better buying experiences, really.
Well, it sounds like you have a very busy year ahead. Riaz, thank you so much for chatting me today.
Really good to chat. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. And with that, I will sign off for now.